preseason game and they came out with a victory. C-Dub was on the live call. Me and Bobby, we're going to join him today to give our takeaways from the first preseason game. We're going to get into all that and more after this intro.
Now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central. Bobby, C-Dub, Haize, we all down. It's Sunday, not a game Sunday. Now, we do have a game next Sunday, which is going to be interesting with Bulls Fest. How we going to swing all that around, but we're going to figure it out. But nonetheless, man, we got the first preseason game in the books. Just to go over a couple of things. So the starting offense in this game, 144 yards, 2 scores on 7 plays. Offensive line, surprisingly, even though there are some questions around it, allowed for the fewest QB pressures in all teams of week 1 in preseason so far. So,
man,
there's something to be said with that as well, right? We're going to talk about some more details, but I wanted to throw a couple of those stats out to just start the conversation. But what were some of your guys' takeaways from the Bears' first preseason game?
I like the energy of the team overall. I see that the offense is going to be, they got the quick strike capabilities. It looks like they're going to be able to score quickly. The defense, they're more physical than last season. You can tell even the cornerbacks out there trying to take hits. This is going to be one of the most exciting seasons ever, dude. You could just tell by oh my God, this team is ready. I'm telling you.
Man, look, just going back and I rewatched the whole game today, and it was like I was just watching the last like it just aired live, man. Simply because like
you were drunk, so you may watch some of that stuff for the first time.
That too, but man, the energy is crazy, and you see that one thing that stood out to me the most is the athleticism on the offensive line. On both of those plays, you got offensive linemen, 300-pound men running towards you. It's kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? So that's some of the takeaways that I take from it. That offensive line definitely should take a step forward for sure.
For sure. And keep in mind, it wasn't even our starting offensive line out there. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the starting offensive line was Jenkins, J. Tyree Carter, Cody Whitehair, Braxton Jones, if I'm not mistaken. There.
Yep, and
Braxton was out there.
Yep. Okay, I thought so. So that still leaves that's about half of our projected starting offensive line that wasn't even out there. But I'll tell you what, out of the reserves, he wasn't out there with the starters. But Alex Leatherwood looked really, really good in his time out there.
He did some good things out there for sure.
Yeah.
And that's pleasant to see.
Yeah, for sure. What do you guys think, though? Overall, I know I said the offensive line had the least amount of pressure so far of any games played, but like considering it's still not our starting offensive line, do you think has it like reaffirmed your hopes for this offensive line, the pressure around it to really keep Justin Fields upright this year? How you guys feeling?
I gotta say that my confidence is rising. I still want to see these other couple guys come in and get into the fold, Nate Davis. But I think they're moving in the right direction. You seen Darnell right out there. They're athletic, bro. Yeah. You see them 2 touchdown runs? They was out there running with DJ Moore and Khalil Herbert. So I'm very, very confident in this team, and it can grow stronger when the other guys come in.
Yeah, and I even think that like some of us, we had some call-ins as well, had some questions about the depth when it comes to the offensive line, but I say the depth was very visible. We even seen Doug Kramer come in at the center spot, hold it down, and then to even not have Nate Davis out there, and you was able to plug in Carter, and he was still able to hold his stuff down, and then you got the young rookie out there setting the edge for some good runs, and he taking out 2 people without even putting his chest to him. He just put a shoulder into one of them and grabbed the other one's like, you ain't going nowhere.
And that's the thing that's about Darnell Wright that's so promising is that what he did yesterday in some of the biggest plays involved no technique. It was just him being big and strong, bro. Yes. When he adds in the technique to that, come on.
Yeah, man. It's a good thing to see, man. Definitely a plus for sure.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We got to talk about the young man, though. We talked about him being on the end of the depth chart. Trevis Gibson came out and said, listen, y'all think y'all cutting me without a fight? Fuck no. Excuse my friend.
Bro, Trevis Gibson, this is what I like to see out of a player. When all the chips is in the middle of the table, when everybody doubting you, saying that they put you on the end of the depth chart. You come out and you show what you made of. This is Travis Gibson right here.
Yeah.
I gotta give a shout out to Matt Eberflus for bringing up out of him. It might not been on purpose. He might not be doing this to bring this out. Like I'm gonna put him at the bottom of the depth chart to make it seem like bring out that beast out. But this is him. When the pressure's the most, he comes out and plays, and I appreciate that. I'm very excited to see Travis Gibson on his team, and I think he's probably convinced them with that game. That was an unbelievable game from Travis Gibson.
I'll say this before Bobby goes. I don't know Matt Eberflus enough like to say if he would use that as a motivation tactic, but you know who will? Allen will. There is nothing that didn't tell that I won't believe that Allen Williams put a second-year player in Dominique Robinson before Travis Gibson on the depth chart to motivate him.
Wow, you might be right on that.
I would not put it past Allen Williams, bro. You already know too. With the light-skinned players, you got to find a different way to motivate them, bro. Like with Jordan Poole, it's white women. They motivate him, right? With Travis Gibson, you had to just put him on the end of the depth chart. But go ahead, Bobby. How you feeling about Travis Gibson, bro?
I would just say, man, he looked like he was really, really focused. He came out, and in the interview and pretty much said he took a step back. He ain't been paying attention to social media, which is a good thing. He want to make sure his mind is good. He want to be ready to go, and he was ready to go. He was constantly in the backfield, constantly moving guys out the way, and that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see, because now it's guys out there that's fighting for your spot.
Yeah.
He in that fight too, man. He not just gonna ball up and give up. I'm very impressed with Travis Gibson, and I can't wait till he got that other guy at the end of the defensive line, bro. No telling what he can do with only single thing. He not getting double teamed, so
That's
ain't
what I'm
no telling.
With Unique out there, Unique, Rasheem Green, it doesn't matter who else is out there. Walker, you cannot now double and triple team Travis Gibson when he's out there because he's always going to have a dog on the opposite side of the line with him. So this is Travis's year to show and prove. Like, you got no excuses now. Once they sign Unique, like, that removed all excuses. So we got to see what he's going to bring, man. But if as far as one preseason game, he did exactly what needed to be done. And we'll see if it continues for him throughout the rest of the preseason.
Definitely agree with you. I hope so. Go ahead.
And you want to talk about depth? Oh my God, Lewis played a hell of a game too. He led the team. Yep. He led the team in sacks, constant pressure, a couple tackles. Oh man, he made that 52 look good again.
You know what, though? Terrell Lewis looked like what you want a veteran to look like, because he looked like he was playing at a different speed than everybody else, bro. That's how you want a veteran to look in preseason. He should look exact. And I don't mean that to like shit on what he did or what he accomplished, because that's not what I mean by that at all. But I just mean that he's already, as he should be, in like week 2, 3, 4 form, where everybody else is trying to get up to speed, and that's what you want. So
that's exactly what you want. And there was a lot of talk about him when the Bears brought him in. We know that he has some opportunities with the Rams, and you was over there with one of the greatest defensive tackles ever. So bring some of that and some of that culture right over here so you can go ahead and get right yourself with the Chicago Bears, because we need to take that step forward for sure.
Hey, damn, is this going to be the new normal? How many sacks we get? 7 or 8?
8
sacks. Is this going to be the new normal without our best pass rusher? He hasn't played it down for us yet. 8 sacks in a preseason game.
8 sacks, but also 11 QB hits. Let's also throw in the hits as well. We were putting pressure on the quarterback, bro.
Different. That's this team. The key word for this team, different. Everything's different.
Facts. Because that energy, you seen guys celebrating just about everything that went on. And that's the type of energy you wanna have around your team for sure.
And talk about energy. We got to talk about it. There were 2 players, young players, first and second year players, that brought all the energy that you wanted to see. Javon Dexter, Kyler Gordon. Listen.
Oh my goodness.
Who y'all want to talk about first? Because I don't care. We can talk about either one of them, because I'm excited.
Let's talk about Spider-Man.
Kyler Gordon being able to come in and focus on just being a nickel, learning that technique, focusing on how, like, I'm telling y'all right now, do not be surprised if Kyler Gordon leads the Chicago Bears in takeaways. I ain't mad at that. Interceptions. I mean fumbles. Do you see how he's hitting out there?
Physical. Oh my God, Kyler Gordon, like the first big plays for the Chicago Bears were two monster hits from Kyler
Oh,
Gordon,
no, for
bro.
real.
Two. Kyler Gordon, this guy's so smart. I love players that do everything they could to be better. He's going to be playing at the nickel. He's going to be close to the ball on most occasions. That means you have to get physical. So I could tell on the offseason, he strengthened his body. And this dude, man, is you going to be playing good coverage and you're going to be attacking the football if somebody touched the football. Is this what type of player you're going to be?
Are we
Wow.
gonna be bringing back the peanut punch?
Can we
Man, he
get it?
got to bring it back. You got to.
Is
They
we gonna be
did
bringing
today.
back the peanut punch? Like that's
They
Come
got
on
to.
now.
They got
We're
to.
gonna
how
have to
you
do
feel about
something. I think, man, it was great to see, and I'm happy that the organization, from what we've seen so far, these last season and moving into this season, you've seen that they're self-aware of what needs to be taken care of. Hence why they went out and got certain draft picks, and then they were like, okay, cool. We seen Kyler perform better inside versus outside, so we're gonna get him some outside help. We're gonna get some outside help with Stevenson, and we're gonna definitely chime in and focus in and make sure that Kyler excels well within the inside. And man, he's out to a solid start. He's out to a solid start. So I love it.
absolutely killing it out there. Kyler Gordon's coming in and making that second year leap that you would. We need Travis Gibson and Kyler Gordon to go talk to Patrick Williams. We just need him to bring him in and just be like, "Hey man, what you doing, bro? You need some motivation? Let's punch you, bro." I don't know. But anyway, that little bit of my Bulls trauma coming over here, but the rookie Javon Dexter. We could talk about Zach Pickens as well, but I tell you what, me and you, we all talked. I think it was the last time we had a live actually about Javon Dexter potentially taking over one of those starting lineman positions. Now, while Billings and everybody's look good as well, like Javon Dexter's different, bro.
Yeah, that guy did some moves out there last game that was
Bro,
simply incredible, bro.
is it just me or has Javon Dexter slimmed down considerably, but still
Yes.
maintained his man? He looks like a tight end out there with the way
Yes.
that he's moving,
Bro, it's
Bro,
crazy.
go ahead, nephew. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's crazy, and we talk about putting in that work ethic. And Ryan Post, for multiple players, laid out a plan. We want to get your nutrition right. We want to make sure you're working on your body, taking care of yourself, so you can be in the best physical shape to that matches our principles for this team. And you seen it, man. This young guy, he out here, he doing his thing, he getting physical. And on some of the plays, I'm like, damn, bro, you making a play, but you ain't showing no emotion. You know what that tell me? He crazy. So keep being crazy, keep being nasty and feisty up in the trenches, and you're gonna be good here in Chicago for sure.
Hey man, this guy's a beast. We gonna be remiss without mentioning Zach Pickens. He had a big splash last game. Zach Pickens is a monster too. We had
Quick off the feet,
bro. We got a lot of talent on this defensive line, at least through game one of the preseason. I definitely want to see more, but this start is incredible. I couldn't ask for a better start.
Zach Pickens with a sack and a tackle for loss in the first preseason game. So shout out to him for getting out there and getting active as well. You know what I like too? I like that it seems like defensively, right? The rookies that we brought in have the Chicago Bears defensive identity that we want to see from players, right?
Yes.
Like it really does. And one person that perfectly brings that home, Tyreek Stevens.
Oh my goodness.
God, bro.
Listen, I don't know if I've seen. And don't get me wrong, once the regular season starts, elite quarterbacks, they're going to try to pick on him. But at least right now, I'm saying that, hey, you can try to pick on Tyreek Stevenson all you want to. You may have some success against you, but you're going to feel it when you play Tyreek Stevenson, bro.
Facts.
My God. Perfectly said. If you want to go and try to pick on Tyreek Stevenson, I think it's a bad idea. I think he
led
the team
in tackles in the first game. Led the team in tackles, bro.
Come on,
bro. And he walked the walk. And he talked the talk. He gonna let you know if he make a play on you too. And that dude is competitive. He's athletic. He like a mosquito. He just always around He's just around. And he gonna make plays, bro. I am so excited to watch so many players on this Bears team. He has to be one of the players on the top of the list.
Somebody fucked me up though. They put side by side on Twitter of Tyreek Stevenson and BTB Savage, bro. And I'm like, y'all, first of all, rest in peace, BTB Savage, but hey, them motherfuckers do look alike.
Man, I was just gonna say is, bro, when we talk about physicality, being physical, this guy is everything of that. He's tackling guys the proper way, the proper technique. Normally, you see, cornerbacks, they go and tackle, maybe try to get a shoestring tackle. No, this guy getting
No.
right up in there, hitting running backs, wide receivers, whatever. And bro, it's so many times, like after the play, he pushing wide receivers off him. Get off me. Like, it's
Oh, bro, I
crazy.
love it.
All
I
the hype
love
in
it,
camp
bro.
talking about he getting into it with wide receivers. He put that on display in his last game, man. He getting guys, he letting people know that he here. So in week 1, when y'all want to pick on a rookie, just be ready. Just be ready.
Oh, they're gonna do it, but I
yeah.
think it's gonna be like, okay, we can't do that no more. Cause dude, he different. He different, bro. I'm telling you right
Yes,
now.
sir.
That
Yeah.
kid is a
Uh-huh.
star.
Hey, bro, he has the mentality, he has the body, he has like, I'm telling y'all, like, we may have gotten a gem in Tyreek Stevenson, and overall, like, we saw the dog mentality of Tyreek Stevenson. We didn't get to see Jaquan Brisker, but imagine a
Bro.
secondary with Tyreek Stevenson and Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon with the way
Kyler Gordon, too.
bro, like, come
Yes.
on, like our pass defense, especially with an improved pass rush and our coverage, the protection, hey, it's going to be difficult to get off in the air against the Chicago Bears if it maintains. We got to see how it's going to go in the regular season as well. But, like,
Absolutely.
I tell you what, y'all, I know people were talking about our run defense, which there was some left to be desired in that run defense when we talk about some of the negatives. But I tell you what, you could run it, but y'all going to have problems getting it off in the air against us, bro. That's
oh, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Tremaine Edmonds ain't played this game. He's a big part of the run defense and the pass defense. Yep, that's another guy that didn't play. No, I ain't even start with him. Go ahead. We go.
Well, who?
He about to say Vildor.
Oh, Vidor?
No,
I don't
I
think
ain't.
Vidor got in the game. No, he actually registered a tackle.
He played. Did Jalen play? Could y'all tell me if Jalen played?
Johnson? No, he
He
didn't.
No, he
I
didn't.
don't think he
He
played.
didn't play? Okay.
But
they
it's still good
protect-
to see, though.
Yeah, Jalen Jones did play. He was second on the team in tackles as well.
He was terrific
solid,
too.
man. The
was
Bears should be real happy right now with the player development that has been taking place within this team these last few years. And we on the right track, man. We definitely on the right track, bro. And I like what I'm seeing. Physical football, they talking smack. And then we got this guy.
Because he's like, oh, these rookies good, huh? These guys kind of good. Oh, shit.
Hey, it's a lot more football leagues, Vildor.
Hey, Bill Door, go develop in the XFL for a little while. Go to the XFL. But all right. Anybody else? I know there's some other players that stood out. Micah Baskerville as well, playing really good in his snaps out there. But anybody else on the defense? We just got some more offensive players that I want to talk about. Anybody else on the defense that stood out you guys want to talk about?
Noah Sewell. I
almost was remiss. My bad. Yeah.
Noah Sewell.
4 tackles, 1 sack from Noah Sewell in that, and he got a QB hit. So
this is a catch-22 for me. Y'all know where my heart lays with my son. But Noah Sewell.
Jack Sanborn is going to get more than enough snaps no matter what happens, bro.
I want him to start.
He could play all 3 linebacker positions. He's not finna disappear on you,
bro. But Noah Sewell, that kid, he's a player. That's all I got to say. Jack, you got to step your game up, bro. Noah Sewell, he gonna be around the ball. He a solid tackler. His closing speed is outstanding to the quarterback.
Yeah, it's crazy, right,
bro? So Jack, gotta get your game up, G. Gotta get it up.
Definitely got to show love to him. Definitely got to show love to Noah Sewell too, because man, he was in some plays. He was busting through O linemen, getting there. He was doing his thing, bro. He was even on some field goal attempts, pushing. Bro, he pushed 300-pound man over, and it looked like it was effortless. It was crazy. It was effortless.
Bro, like he got penetration at one point in time, and I swear, maybe I just missed a move. He moved the lineman out with one arm, was just basically like, hey kid, go, out my way, man. What you doing? Go, your mama got bomb pops, bro. Get about my
way. For real, though.
Oh man, this team is exciting, man. I love this young, physical, determined, enthusiastic team, bro.
Before we move to the offense, let's talk about the bad with the defense. The run defense. I'm a little concerned about the run defense, man. I'm not gonna lie to you,
man. Yeah, and they didn't have Derrick Henry didn't play neither. So Is it because we missing some of those key guys? I don't know if Yannick is that good on the run. You know, you missing
It's not.
Tremaine Edmonds, you missing Brisker. Maybe that will help on the run defense. But
Walker
it
was
was,
missing in there too.
yeah. So it was pretty below. It, that was unacceptable. I'm gonna just say it. It was unacceptable. We got to clean that up. I'm glad that it is some negatives in this first preseason game, so we can get some talking points and get some things to clean up. I hate for it to be all good. So it's good that it's some bad things. Clean up the run game.
Yep, and I agree with that. I think it's just gonna be when it comes to run defense for me, I think it just comes down, to continuity and the cohesion within the unit, especially when you got guys rotating in and out during
Yeah.
a preseason game. So I think that once I believe next game, I believe we should expect maybe a first half because in preseason game 3, everybody should be sitting. So when that comes and guys get more reps together, I expect and they better be better. But it is what it is for now. It definitely wasn't that good, but I think they'll take a step forward next week.
So they're gonna score 21 points in a half. Next week they gonna score 28 points. What the fuck?
Listen, and here I do want to throw out because I see somebody in there asking about Spears. I do want to
Man,
throw
I
out,
love
like,
that guy.
I'll tell you what, Tajay Spears looks solid, like he's gonna be pretty good, but Will Levis didn't look all that bad.
He didn't. He was
No.
all right. He was all right. He
I
wasn't
was not on
spectacular.
Will Levis at all. I mean, he didn't wow or anything, but
yeah.
I mean, as a game manager quarterback,
Yeah, he's good.
you can start seeing a little bit of that potential from Will Levis.
Yeah,
I
I
would
think
say
he
let's
has
keep
some
it low
good
in
and
the
I'm
bad.
gonna say about the Titans because I don't like giving credit to our opponents, but it is what it is.
It
It
looked
is
like he
what it
belonged
is.
in this league for
Yeah,
real. It
yeah,
looked like
for
he
sure.
belonged
Yeah.
in this league.
For sure.
It's just gonna come with time for him, and we're gonna be able to make a decision on him for sure.
Yeah. They said Spears. Yeah, Tajay Spears was my guy, but I didn't think we'd be able to get Roshan Johnson. If you go back and look at when I was talking about it, I didn't think Roshan Johnson would have gone past the third round. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys.
Yeah.
So
What the people were saying, he was really good. Yeah, it was a surprise, and we'll take it.
I mean, listen. I
Yep.
mean, for some, I won't say for some that it wasn't a surprise that he dropped that low, but I didn't think. I looked at Roshan Johnson in the way that he played, and I believe I had him going in rounds 3 or 4, and I thought the Bears were going to try to address bigger needs at that point than running back. But listen, we still got him. That's it. But Tajay Spears, I still like a lot. I was very high on Tajay Spears. Let's talk about the offense, guys. First up, I just want to get this out the way. Velus Jones and PJ Walker, if they don't show better in week 2, you got to get both their asses up out of there.
Bro.
Both their asses out together. Like, send them both out together. They can go back up Mitch over in Pittsburgh, bro. I don't know what to say. Mitch is back up in Pittsburgh now, too. But anyway, but we got to talk about it. Opening drive. Again, Luke Getsy continues to prove that man can draw up a hell of an opening drive. And I heard all you haters, Justin Fields, the throw was behind him. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Shut the hell up.
Shut the fuck up. Because what y'all don't notice, as long as y'all trying to point out the fact that the throw was behind him, people miss the fact of, hey, last year, Justin Fields would have took off running on that play.
Absolutely.
He extended the play just a couple of more seconds with his legs and ended up being a touchdown. But what do you guys feel, man?
Oh, my goodness. Dude, quick strike ability for a Chicago Bears team. I don't even think that sentence was ever uttered in Chicago Bears history. We have so many weapons that didn't even get pulled out of the holster last game. You didn't shoot the Darnell Mooney gun. Claypool didn't play. White Rhino, you didn't shoot the White Rhino bazooka. You didn't shoot the other tight end.
Luke Getsy is not unleashing this full offense until week 1. Y'all not even gonna see it, bro. Like, but continue. I'm sorry.
Bro, and the offensive line, pretty good protection. Everything went clean, but it was pretty good protection. And Justin Fields just looked poised. And what was my problem with Justin Fields? If it was any problems, was his short game was pretty awful last year. It looked pretty damn good today. How about a perfect QBR on the short game? Because that's basically what he did. Perfect QBR. Did you ever hear that before? Perfect QBR from a Chicago Bears quarterback?
No.
Get used to it.
Our best quarterback in franchise history is Cutler, bro. Like, you think he's gonna have a perfect QBR? He couldn't spell perfect QBR. Come on. He just threw an interception just now. He ain't even playing football no more.
And he still don't care.
Hey, bro, if you go back and look at Cutler from the year we traded for him until his last year in Chicago, that boy put on like 25. He was stressed, bro.
Yeah,
Was
he ain't care,
the
bro.
fuck out, bro.
Hey,
He did
Chicago
not care, bro.
drove him into the ground. Go ahead, nephew. Drove his ass right
Man,
into
I
the
was
ground.
just gonna say the offense. It was man. Look, I wanted to see Fields one more time, at least one more drive, but I was cool with the decision to sit his ass down. Hey, now it was put on display that you got some guys that can go ahead and get you those quick points and make the plays. We already talked about the athleticism from the offensive line. These guys are getting out to the second and third
Yes.
levels and blocking, and it looks scary when you got 300-pound men running towards you full speed. It looked crazy. So I just can't. It's just that for next week, I hope that we see a little bit more intermediate or, the quick action stuff, but then the intermediate and the deep game just to see, how Justin Fields is developing. But I'm not mad at the quick stuff either, especially if they're going to hit like that and you protecting your quarterback. If it's going to be quick and they make him have an impact like that, you can't ask for nothing better than that. So I'm going to take it for sure.
Bro.
Yeah, I mean, they did what needed to be done. And I think that, to have 2 touchdown plays, long touchdown plays, both passes. Look, I think when you look at it, Justin Fields had 129 yards on 3 passes. He had that sometimes on 17 pass attempts last season. Like, so, like, I hope that the versatility of this offense continue to show. But like I said, we're not going to see a lot of that until the season starts because, to C Dub's point, nothing to the White Rhino, nothing to Robert Tanya, no Darnell Mooney, right?
No.
Chase Claypool wasn't even out there. And by what we've heard how he's performed in camp, he's going to have a lot of gravity there. So what did you guys think, though, about the running game? And I know most of the runs, 44 yards from Roschon Johnson, that came in the second half. But, like, in that starting unit, Khalil Herbert had 4 carries. Travis Homer had 6 carries. He looked really good out there as well.
He did.
How do you guys feel about the running game from the little bit that we got to see yesterday?
Yeah, we got a little bit out the running game, and it was very interesting to me. I think I seen Dante Foreman wasn't really that good yesterday. He didn't have a lot of plays. I think he had 3 or 4 runs, but really didn't amount to anything. I'll be surprised if he got over 10 yards. I'm looking at how you positioning these running backs, and maybe you got, Khalil Herbert is obviously at the number 1 running back. You might have to put Roschon at the 2 right now. And Dante Foreman, just that. I mean, it probably ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? He came in when the first offense went off the field, but Roschon looked better than Dante Foreman yesterday. And Travis Homer played ball. Even though it's the second half of preseason games. But he looked it good. And Ebner even got in there. And he did good too.
He got 3 carries for 9 yards. The one thing about Travis Homer that I just want to pick up on before Bobby goes is that, keep in mind, Travis Homer is probably the 4th running back on the depth chart. So I think that he's facing similar competition that he's going to face out there. So I'm really excited about him if they end up holding on. But I tell you what, it's going to come down to him and Treston Ebner for that last running back spot.
Oh, yeah.
And Travis Homer, with the way that he can also block, and the fact that I know Ebner was just a draft pick from last year, but considering we got Roschon Johnson, who's young too, they may go with Travis Homer. But go ahead, Bobby. How you feeling about the running game?
I think the running is just like the the defensive run, the run defense on the defensive side. It's just gonna take time, but I don't think they're gonna take a step back for sure because we still got a guy that at the quarterback position that can unleash and got wheels. And then I still think that it's gonna be some creative ways, some of those jet sweeps that we can use with DJ Moore, Chase Claypool, Vegas Jones. I still terrible last game, last afternoon, but I still think he has a place on the team. But I just think it's gonna take time, man. I definitely love what Roschon Johnson brought with the physicality, especially when that run. I thought he was gonna be down twice. He said, "No, I'm gonna get this first down, and then y'all gonna have to push me out. I still ain't gonna fall." So it is what it is. So, but I just think it's gonna take time for sure.
And now I have to ask a question for both of you guys. In the future, when this season starts, when you think of the Chicago Bears running game, is you gonna think that Justin Fields is a part of this running game? Because last year he was obviously a big part of the running game. I would like for him to not be associated. Of course, he's gonna have some games where he go crazy and get a couple TDs, but I would like for him to not be associated with the running game. Do y'all think he's gonna be associated or?
I mean, he's always going to be associated with the running game because he's dynamic with what he does with his feet. But I think it's how he uses it. Last year, we absolutely needed his ability to run for our offense to really be anything, right? I think this year, using his legs in a way to complement what the passing game is going to be, I think that's going to be the key thing. But the running part of Justin Fields' game is always going to be a big part of his game, I think. What do you think about
I agree with you. I think that his running ability would definitely be a part of the game, but I don't want to see a lot of design runs for him. Maybe give him an RPO option, and if the defensive end comes down too much, you say, Justin, go pick up some yards, get out of bounds, or slide. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to really see a Lamar Jackson or a Jalen Hurts design run type of thing for the longevity of his career. I want him to be able to depend on his playmakers to make plays for him. And we kind of seen that, you know what I'm saying? Those screen passes and those quick passes, you know, that he made that went for touchdowns, those are just extensions of the run game. And that's something that he should be able to depend on versus them calling up design runs. I don't really want to see that anymore.
I know they.
I can understand that. Or, and maybe design runs in certain scenarios, right? But like ultimately, like definitely not as much as last year. Shout out to Willie Beeman. Packers Twitter's in shambles right now. It's Packers Twitter. They're always like you live in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think they watched. Oh, they watched.
Of course.
They was like, oh my god, oh my god.
So, you know what's so funny? I saw more Packers fans on Twitter yesterday tweeting about Bears than they did their own team. That just tells me everything I need to know.
It's like you at school and you got a whooping coming when you get home, bro. You at school and you got a whooping. It's coming. You ain't nothing you can do to stop it.
As soon as you get through the door, it's over.
They saw that person we was putting on quarterbacks like, oh, these ain't last year's Bears, man. Somebody protect Jordan Love. Who's gonna protect him?
Trying to tell you.
Not none of them players. As much as people talk about Justin Fields, Jordan Love, he didn't look terrible in their first preseason game. But I tell you what, it's almost like you can see the calculations going through his brain. He took so much time to make some decisions out there. I'm like, hey, bro, what you doing, man? This ain't Madden. You don't have all day, bro. It's like he thought he could tell them at practice, like they weren't going to actually tackle him like they don't at Packers practice. Like he was almost like, hey, I can take all day in the world. Let this play develop. No, you finna get your head knocked off, bro.
That's funny.
Hey, this is a good question, though. This is a good question. Is Jordan Love going to make it through the season? I'm not even like injury-wise, but is he going to make it through the season? I doubt it. If he can make it through the season.
They have no other option there. They have no backup or contingency plan. It's Jordan Love or bust down there, bro.
I think he gonna be up in there. I think he gonna be there. He gonna be there.
That man was sacked 3 times yesterday, bro. 3 times.
Bro, they gonna tie Lambeau up, bro. They gonna tie down all of the ring of honor, all that shit.
Jordan Love is the Denzel Valentine of quarterback.
Oh my goodness!
Ain't no way, bro.
I stand on that. Fuck that motherfucker. All right, we got to get to some of the negatives with the offense. So, what were some of the bad things that stood out to you last night?
Okay. BJ Walker, that was the most awful, I swear, in all the preseasons I watched. I'm not bullshit. That was awful. That was the worst I've seen the quarterback play, bro. It was bad. He was out there throwing lollipops to the defense. It looked like he had no idea what was going on or what play he called in the huddle. That was bad. He need a lot of work. And fellas, oh my God, is that included? Because that was was that a special teams? Do I get to include Velas into that? That was special teams, but we're gonna include Velas. Velas, you had all off season to just catch anything. I don't give a damn what it was. Catch cabbage, catch tomatoes, catch footballs, bro. Soon as you come back, I bet you that was your only homework assignment from Eberflus. Catch and hold on to the ball. First play, you get in the game, you drop the fucking ball, bro. You know how everybody in Bears Nation pull it for you, dog. You know how much that hurt when you drop the ball, bro.
It's crazy.
Like, oh, now get this guy out of here.
They definitely
can't do it, Joe. Bro, he is what it is. If people show you who they are, believe them. He can't hold the ball. He can't hold it, bro.
Hey, man.
Hey, you got Tiana. You got to hook him up with Tiana, bro.
Bro, they would never drop another ball. She dropped C. Jones and shaky hand Scott, like because Tyler Scott had her drop himself, bro. Like, come on, you
Yeah.
got to get it together.
Yeah, that was a problem for me too. These guys got to hold on to the ball, bro. Hey, Pose. We know y'all still got some cap space left. Come on, man. Call in
Oh
Tiana.
shit.
Call in Tiana.
I mean, listen, we got it on our OnlyFans. It's only $250. Y'all ain't even dipping into the salary cap. Y'all better get Tiana Trump up in there, bro.
It's only
With
$250.
$250, you can save your whole entire wide receiver core. What you doing, bro?
Hell no. Hell no. The grip specialist, bro. We got a grip specialist.
Yeah, we just hired Miss Tiana Trump. She's our grip specialist. That's funny.
Hey man, Tyler Scott better get his head on his shoulders. He better get it together
For
bro.
real.
Because he a young rookie, bro. I want to see this kid on the football field too, because he got explosive abilities, but he gotta hold on to the ball.
The difference is that Velas is 26. Tyler Scott is 21 years old. Like, he got time, right? We've seen wide receivers come in with some drop issues. And that's not to say that Velus Jones doesn't have time too, but I'm just saying if it comes down to you got to make a decision between one of them, you're going to go with the 21-year-old rookie all day long over your 26-year-old second-year player.
Right.
And so for Velus to want, we've talked about it. If Velus wants a chance to make this team, it's going to have to come via special teams first. That's what it's going to have.
Right. Yes.
Show, improve your worth there, and then they can use you in some gadget plays. Because I really do think Velus has the potential to be one of those positionless type players. Like, that's his ceiling. But you're not going to even reach his ceiling if you don't have hands to touch that motherfucker.
Facts. And that's that's the same way how I was looking at him too, like a Cordell Patterson type of player. You can use him, running back, wide receiver, kick return, punt return. But my guy, please,
bro,
for the love of the people, hold on to the ball. Call Tiana Trump on your own time. Take the jug machine to her house if you got to.
And she'll slide. She's sliding for sure.
Come on,
like,
bro.
real talk, man. Like, he got to get that thing. And like I said, I understand that he caught a ball being the receiver, and that's fine. But that's not. We all know, like, it's asinine. Velus Jones is not going to get very many opportunities as a wide receiver on this team. You know how he's going to make his impact? You're going to make your impact on special teams, returning kicks. And if you can't do that, like I said before, if you can't be trusted to hold on to the goddamn football, no matter what the scenario is, you got people behind you that you ain't got to work. EQ St. Brown ain't a perfect wide receiver at all, but you know what? You can trust him to hold on to the goddamn ball.
Yep, exactly.
Dante Pettis is not a perfect wide receiver by any stretch of the imagination. He has some drop issues too, but you know what? More times than not, you can bet on him to hold on to the goddamn ball. You got to be able to make your name for yourself on special teams. And if he's not doing that, bro, it is what it is.
Yeah, because you don't want another Cody Parkey situation. You don't want it.
Goodness.
This guy, he cost us 2 games last. Hey, look, it's fact. They knew this man was double doinking the whole season. Kept him out there. And guess what happened? Cost us a trip to the next round of the playoffs. Come on now. They bogus. So if this guy can't get it together, you got to put somebody else back there because we can't have that, man. We cannot have it.
I ain't fucking around with him no more, bro. Y'all say the ceiling, bro. You can't even do a push-up off the ground first. How you gonna reach your ceiling, bro?
Now watch. He's gonna come out here. He's gonna dazzle in preseason game too. And listen, I'm not against, like, I hate Kendall Vidor. I don't want Kendall Vidor on my team at all. I don't like him. I don't want to see his duck face. I don't want to see nothing to do with Kendall Vidor on my goddamn football team. I want to see Velus Jones succeed because, like, regardless of what happens with him as a receiver, a gadget player, anything like that, we have a history here started by Devin Hester on kick returners. And I really did think Velus Jones could be a dynamic kick returner for the Chicago Bears. I want to see this dude succeed.
Hey, bro. And look now, special teams, you know, it's the third phase of football teams, but it's the most important, bro. A special teams blunder is a complete and utter fail. It can bring the other team into the game. You can lose a lead. You can stop momentum from your own team. It's just too big. You can't play around with some people that's in his head. Now, he was on that particular play. It looked like he got stuck in between, like if he wanted to catch it or let her drop. Let it drop, stupid ass. If you thinking about it, let it drop, stupid ass.
You said everything
One
I
thing
was gonna say.
One thing in my football career that I prided myself on is I didn't have very many fumbles and I didn't drop nothing on no kick return.
bro.
Except I had one drop on the kick return. I was high as shit that game. That was on. That was on. Like I need you to get it together, fellas. Oh man, like, and first of all, y'all all nasty. The fact that there's 244 people in here and y'all all knew who Tiana Trump was, y'all all some nasty motherfuckers. That's why you my people. But you know, we found our tribe, is what I can say.
Y'all funny as hell, bro.
All right, man. Any like, did we get to talk about Roshan?
Yeah.
Did we talk? I know we
touched
We
on
touched on him a little bit, but I like what I seen from Roshan in his first game for sure.
Agreed.
Listen, Roshan seems like he's gonna be that physical back, bro. That
Yeah.
just like it's gonna be hard to take Roshan down.
He gonna
Yeah,
get
man.
some. He gonna get some reps out there, especially during the season too, for sure.
And that's the most interesting competition is that running back competition, because I think everybody is pressing, trying to do the best that they could do, even in these preseason games. And it's interesting. Khalil Herbert, he's going to be absolutely outstanding. I think he pretty much locked up that number one. But 2 on down, that's up for grabs. And I lost the bet.
Hold on, we got Daniel Trump. Is this Tiana Trump's father? God, how does it make you feel to see your daughter? Never mind. Let me stop.
He talking about to see your daughter. He ain't watching. He not watching. He better not be watching.
Her father better not be watching. What kind of
Let me
advice?
find out he's
What kind of
subscribed.
advice you gonna give your daughter?
Oh man, that is funny, bro. That's hilarious.
Come here, baby girl. I thought what you did last night was pretty awesome.
Oh hell no! That's
You can't do
weird.
that.
That's weird.
Hey, he came out quick. I ain't never seen nobody respond like that quick. He said, "I am not related to Tiana." Quick.
Oh man. Anyway,
hell no.
crazy. Any other thoughts, man? Anything else? I know we didn't talk much about coaching. How do you feel the play calls both defensively, offensively?
Hey, man.
And not just in, I know that first drive was amazing. First 2 drives were amazing, but like throughout the whole game, how did you feel Luke Getsy and Allen Williams did yesterday?
I'm gonna just say it. Both of them did a pretty good job with the skill that they had on the field. I'm talking about the additions and the subtractions that we were missing on the field, and the young people that was on the field. I think they did a pretty good job, and especially on those first couple plays, those 2 screens to DJ and Khalil Herbert. Those were great play calls by Luke Getsy. That was just great. The defense was nowhere around, bro. And the 2 defenders that could stop the play had big ass 300-pounders running at them. They had no chance. So that was great play calling from the defensive side and the offensive side. This team is very exciting, bro. Very exciting.
Yeah, it definitely was good job from them yesterday. Definitely bro. If you on the defensive side, if your guys go out there and get all these QB hits and get 8 sacks, bro, and you got guys flying around, they know that these guys are knowing their assignments, so they putting in the work.
Yes,
and they following your motto. You know what I'm saying? You got to tip your hat off to those guys, especially. And then on the offensive side of the ball, they kept things interesting. You seen Luke Getsy move, kind of go from both sides of the field. We're gonna run it right, we're gonna run it left, we're gonna do some things in the middle. So I think it was an overall good performance from our coordinators for sure.
Was it any concern? And I know the personnel, and that's probably the biggest reason why. But are you guys concerned that we really didn't call too much down the field as far as passing wise? Is that a concern for you guys at all? You just looking at it like a person?
That's what I wanted. That's the only reason I wanted to see Justin Fields one more time, to get a more pass oriented drive going, just to see how that intermediate or that deep game will look with Darnell Mooney and DJ Moore out there. That's the only reason I wanted to see, because but I can't be mad at the quick hit. If the quick hitters hitting home runs and getting touchdowns, can't be mad at that stuff either. So
yeah, and I will add to that. They did try to stretch the field in the mid level and in the long game in the second half with the other quarterbacks. When Peterman and the other guy came in, they did stretch the field. They hit Ford on the long bomb, I think in the third quarter. I think it was. They tried, but we would like to see that with our gun with him, Justin Fields. We want to see that with our gun now.
Facts. And yes, we will
That's
be calling the Colts game if time
super
allows
chat
us.
from Kimura. Daddy, what? Khalil Herbert is Tiki Barber reincarnate.
Ooh, that's a big move. Tiki Barber was a bad man.
I
I
gotta
gotta
see
see
more.
We
more.
got to see more.
And you know one thing about Tiki Barber, the fact that he rarely had fumbles and he always carried the ball in his
It
right
was
arm, no
depth.
matter
Yeah.
what side of the field he was on,
Tough,
bro.
yeah.
It's just amazing right there. Tiki Barber was a pit bull.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
nice,
Like,
bro. He was
He's
definitely nice.
Tiger Woods running the football on, bro.
I still have questions about Getsy's red zone play calling. How you guys feel about Getsy's red zone play calling?
Okay, I that's fair. We did get to the red zone and we didn't score. We settled for field goals. I would say that
Which
yeah,
your
go ahead.
boy Kyle Santos 100% yesterday, by the way.
I tried to get through this whole live without mentioning this man's name. Oh, bro. He
I
did.
was gonna let you
He hits a couple
3
free
for
throws.
3, 2 for 2 on extra points. He got 11. He got almost half the Bears' total points, bro. Put some respect on that man's name, bro.
You already know. You guys.
RESBCT, Mr. Cairo Santos. Keep it up, though. This is just the preseason, man. I want to see you do this shit in the regular season. All right? All right.
This man.
Hey, bro. Okay, here's the thing. We got to get another challenge out here. If Santos has 100% year and not missing field goals or extra points,
Talk
will
to
you
me.
wear a Cario Santos?
Oh,
jersey?
yes. Talk to me. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. What is the penalty for y'all?
Ain't none.
This motherfucker's so sneaky. You know that motherfucker ain't
You're
going
trying to
100%.
make too much sense here, C-Dub. Shut up!
You know that motherfucker ain't going 100%.
Oh man, that's funny, bro. Anything else, fellas, before we get up out of here?
Yeah, Mike Davidson. What bet I did wearing that jersey? What you talking about? The running back bet?
Nah, if that's Mike, remember y'all, I think y'all bet a couple weeks ago. I think the bet was if he don't miss more than 3 field goals.
Oh, for the
It was
whole
something between y'all.
Okay, we gonna rap about it, Mike. We gonna rap about it.
All right, bet. All right, well, if there's nothing else, fellas, Bobby, go ahead and send us home. Let's get up out of here.
Hey,
bro.
y'all make sure y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the live call. Appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button before you go and hit that notification bell before you go, because we bringing all the energy, the heat, all season long from the number one spot for Chicago Bears coverage. Don't let nobody else tell you nothing different. This the number one spot right here. We're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Absolutely. You guys can follow us at Shy Bears Central. Also, we have a Facebook group. Go and search Chicago Bears Central on Facebook. We want that group to be popping by the start of the season. So go ahead and join that if you're on Facebook, man. You can follow us on social media at Shy Bears Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the Friday and Saturday mailbag episodes, 773-242-9336. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related because we're actual Bears fans, unlike Bears Now. And we love you guys, man. Sky Town up, Bear down. Love you guys.